It's a real rocket, It just hasn't been used.
Professor Martin Barstow was a member of the team that designed the centre.
So what's the actual anniversary that we're marking here?
It's 60 years since Sputnik was launched into space, which is usually used to mark the beginning of the space age.
And there's Sputnik there.
Yeah, that's a full-scale model. Yeah. It didn't operate for very long, it only had batteries, and the batteries faded after a few days, but it's the first opportunity to detect a signal from space.
And the real one's still going round?
The real one's still going round.
Martin's a leading scientist at the University of Leicester and has worked for the Hubble Telescope project for 25 years. He's showing me some extremely rare objects from space which inspire his own Christian faith.
Well, so these are meteorites. They're pieces of space debris, really, that have fallen to Earth from space. And this big one here is very heavy, so you need to hold it very carefully. It's an iron meteorite. And that's about 4,500 million years old. It's a piece of the formation of the solar system.
Is that the sort of thing you mean when you're saying this can't be an accident?
Yes,
there's a creator.
It's the scale of it all. The universe is so complicated. Yes, the laws of physics govern it, but how it came to be like this is pretty hard to explain, and that's why I think we need to think about it in religious terms.
So the idea that it was just an accident, a Big Bang?
Well, the Big Bang is clearly an event. We can record the effect of it and we can understand it scientifically. But there's a point at which science cannot explain what it's all about. And faith is that underpinning reason. Why are we here at all? Well, this is actually a piece of the moon. And
wow.
It's not a piece brought back by Apollo, because that would be really valuable and you couldn't possibly handle it, but it's a meteorite from the moon. So a big body like this has impacted on the moon and knocked some pieces of the moon into space, and they've then made it across that gap and come into our own atmosphere.
It's light and it's really small, but I can see it's the sort of thing that gives you a passion.
For me, this is part of our story, why life is here on Earth, because without the moon, life probably wouldn't be possible.
Because we wouldn't have tides and we wouldn't
have...
No
tides. And it's all these coincidences about the universe and how we come to be where we are that, for me, make it impossible to escape the idea that there's some creator somewhere.